Happy Friday and good morning. I'm meteorologist Mackenzie Lake. Let's go ahead and talk about our forecast and what we saw over these last couple of days. So we did experience some extremely heavy rainfall, upwards of an inch per hour in some areas near the central coast just yesterday. We did actually break records dating back to 1945 along the central coast. So take a look at these records that were broken near the Oxnard National Weather Service site, near the Santa Barbara Airport, and near the Camarillo Airport. All of these records were broken, and we did receive a significant amount of rainfall, more than originally anticipated. So let's take a look at the last 4 days here. We've been seeing some wet and unsettled weather. Just yesterday and the day before, we did see the most amount of rain, especially for these south-facing beaches and down toward Oxnard County as well. So over the last 4 days, we've received over 6.5 inches of rainfall here in Santa Barbara, over 6.5 even near Carpinteria, Gaviota, Goleta. We all saw significant amounts of rain. We did see down power lines, down trees. We also saw some flooding impacts as well. So the reasoning behind this storm system gaining so much intensity and dropping so much rainfall was because this low pressure system was moving off the coast. So it was moving rather sporadically, and it actually moved a little bit closer to this area of Point Conception more than originally anticipated. So with that location of the low pressure system and how it did strengthen in intensity, it did draw in some moisture from the south and southwest, and it did create some very intense thunderstorms along the ocean. So those thunderstorms did slowly but surely work their way up towards the south central coast, and by the time that those storms hit the actual ground, and then of course with those winds working their way in, we saw a significant amount of rainfall falling here toward the south central coast. So that's why the storm system was actually more intense than originally anticipated, and then a lot of those storms actually did linger down over near the Oxnard area. So that's again why we saw record-breaking amounts of rainfall. We're still going to be seeing some impacts for the day today, so keep in mind here the National Weather Service has this flood watch continuing until noon for the day up near San Luis Obispo County and over toward Ventura County as well. We could still be seeing some areas, of course, with some localized flooding near creeks and rivers, and of course near those lower lying areas as well. But then not only are we going to be seeing those impacts today, we're still going to be seeing some hazardous marine conditions into our weekend as well. So you can see here a high surf advisory was issued by the National Weather Service starting at 3 a.m. for our Saturday, continuing all the way through Tuesday. We could be seeing those waves anywhere upwards of 14 feet in some areas. Our beach hazard statement in effect for the south central coast and down toward Ventura County as well, anywhere from 4 to possibly even 7-foot swells. That does expire Tuesday morning as well. So this weekend we're going to be seeing some nicer conditions, calmer weather, sunnier skies, but you'll want to keep an eye not only on these marine impacts, but of course impacts throughout the U.S., because if you are traveling, you'll want to keep an eye on those flights and of course where this low pressure system is headed. So for the day today, that low pressure system slowly but surely shifted down towards the south. Areas south of LA and down toward the southern half of California will still be impacted. And you can see here that low pressure system is going to be moving towards the east as well. So it's also going to be impacting other parts of the U.S. into our Saturday. So keep this in mind. Keep an eye on your, of course, forecast for the day today, and then of course into this holiday weekend as well. So future track radar does show that these winds are streaming out and working their way towards the west. So keep in mind here with these westerly winds, we're only expecting to see very light to moderate showers, mainly for those interior areas, very minimal amounts here towards the coast. So again, luckily today will be a clearer day. We'll be seeing those sunnier skies by the evening, drier temperatures as well, and then those winds transitioning back towards the north and the northwest. So here is a look at our Christmas forecast. Christmas is only a couple of days away. We're going to be seeing some mostly sunny skies, temperatures on the warmer side as well, high pressure building in. That's going to be keeping us nice and dry, and that's why we'll be seeing some beautiful conditions into our holiday weekend. But our forecast for the day today, temperature wise, a couple degrees warmer as well, since we'll be seeing a little bit more sunshine. So 67 degrees expected here in Santa Barbara. Winds looking to be on the calmer side all throughout the region. Again, clouds clearing out of the way, 66 in Orcutt, 67 in Santa Maria. Today will be a pretty pleasant and very mild day after these first few showers continue to work their way out of the region. Near the coast in San Luis Obispo, back up into the 60s as well. A beautiful and mild 65 in Avila Beach for the day, and then down toward Ventura County back up into the 60s as well. Have a good weekend and happy holidays.